Listen, look at me, look at me. Let me teach you this. Let me teach you something about God. You see, God does not reason like men. Are we together now? Everything in the economy of God is with respect to his will and his program. And if God sees that there is a situation in your life, he's not hurting you. Anything that can help you become is a tool he can use. So there are many of you here, your convenience led to your prayerlessness. And when God found you in a situation that trapped you, that trap was producing hunger, that there was nothing else that could come. The lack of the rent, the lack of the situation. You never would have woken up to pray by yourself. You never would have been able to fast by yourself. But when you had one medical report that was not exactly the best, now it's not God that is causing that. And if it is God, at the end of it is glory. But there are times that God prolongs a little because he has found profit. That's what it means to call light out of darkness. Hallelujah. Do you know how God lures men in the kingdom? He gives you a taste of what can become your reality, then he hides it back. If you don't know this about God, you have a very long journey to go. Listen to me. I'm not teaching you cunningly devised fables. Are we together now? Yeah. As a man of God, one day you will go for a meeting, you know that you just went there sincerely hoping, and God will do mighty things in that meeting, and you will go back and you honestly cannot tell what law you engaged to have seen that kind of power. God withdraws it. He walked it through your hands and he withdrew it so that your hunger will drive you back to the secret to say, Lord, I have tasted of this. Don't deprive me of this joy again. And it will cause you to stay until it becomes your experience. Are we together? So there are many times it looks like God is not interested in answering prayers. No, he has found something within that condition that profits his program in your life. Are we together now? Yeah. It's true. This is what it means for death to walk in a man. When you submit yourself to prayer, if God cannot draw you to the place of prayer willingly, and because of the kind of destiny you have, if he discerns the sincerity in your heart that is not rebellion, listen, once it is not rebellion stopping you, God himself will use any opportunity available to draw you to the place of prayer. Where God will leave you in peace is when he's aware that yours is not laziness, is not weakness, it's an act of your will. You have chosen to reject efficiency. He will respect you. But once he finds hunger there, are we together now? So the day you hear that you've lost your job and you have 5 children to feed and there is absolutely nothing, God did not cause the loss of the job. But when you come to him and say, Lord, I will not leave you till you tell me where I'll feed my children, he says, finally, there is a burning bush. Something has drawn you there. If it is the God of the Bible, I assure you, it's not the next day of that prayer you will get the answer. You will stay there. There is an advantage he has found. There is something you never would have had him say. You will not even believe it. There is a level of pride. There is a level of arrogance he needed to deal with. So many of the things that you think are evil are working good in you because they drew you to the place of prayer, and God will not be in a hurry to answer them until the spirit of prayer and supplication rests upon you. He now knows that even if it's answered, you can't stop praying again. Then he can bring the answer.